सहस्रार्चिः सप्त सप्तर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मथनः शम्भुः स्पष्टामार्ताण्डकोऽंशुमान् हिरण्यगर्भः शिशिरः तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भोदितेः पुत्रः शङ्खः शिशिरनाशनः व्योमनाथस्तमो भेदी रुद्यजुस्सामपारगः घनवृष्टिरपां मित्रः विन्ध्यवीथीप्लवङ्गमः आतपी मण्डली मृत्युः पिङ्गलः सर्वतापनः रविर्विश्वो महातेजाः रक्तः सर्वभवोद्भवः नक्षत्रग्रहताराणाम् अधिपो विश्वभावनः तेजसामपि तेजस्वी द्वादशात्मन्नमोऽस्तु ते नमः पूर्वाय गिरये पश्चिमायाद्रये नमः ज्योतिर्गणानां ततये दिनाधिपतये नमः जयाय जयभद्राय हर्यश्वाय नमो नमः नमो नमः सहस्रांशो आदित्याय नमो नमः नम उग्राय वीराय सारंगाय नमो नमः नमः पद्मप्रबोधाय मार्ताण्डाय नमो नमः ब्रह्मेशानाच्युतेशाय सूर्यायादित्यवर्चसे भास्वते सर्वभक्षाय रौद्राय वपुषे नमः तमोघ्नाय हिमघ्नाय शत्रुघ्नायामितात्मने कृतघ्नघ्नाय देवाय ज्योतिषां पतये नमः तप्तचामीकराभाय वह्नये विश्वकर्मणे नमस्तमोभिनिघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे नाशयत्यैष वैभूतं तथैव सृजति प्रभुः पायत्येष तपत्येष वर्षत्येष गभस्तिभिः एष सुप्तेषु जागर्ति पूतेषु परिनिष्ठितः एष एवाग्निहोत्रं च फलं चैवाग्निहोत्रिणां वेदाश्च कृतवश्चैव क्रतूनां फलमेव च यानि कृत्यानि लोकेषु सर्व एष रविः प्रभुः येन मापत्सु कृच्छ्रेषु कान्तारेषु भयेषु च कीर्तयन् पुरुषः कश्चित् नावसीदति राघव पूजयस्वैनमेकाग्रः देवदेवं जगत्पतिम् एतत् त्रिगुणितं जप्त्वा युद्धेषु विजयिष्यसि अस्मिन् क्षणे महाबाहो रावणं त्वं वधिष्यसि एवमुक्त्वा तदागस्त्यः जगाम च यथागतम् एतत् श्रुत्वा महातेजाः नष्टशोको भवत्तदा धारयामास सुप्रीतः राघवः प्रयतात्मवान् आदित्यं प्रेक्ष्य जत्वा तु परं हर्षमवाप्तवान् त्रिराजन्याशुचिर्भूत्वा धनुरादाय वीर्यवान् रावणं प्रेक्ष्य हृष्टात्मा युद्धाय समुपागमत् सर्वयत्नेन महता वधे तस्य धृतोऽभवत् अथरविरवदन्निरीक्ष्य रामं मुदितमनाः परमं प्रहृष्यमानः निश्चरपति संक्षयं विदित्वा सुरगणमध्यगतो वचस्वरेति इति आदित्यहृदयं सम्पूर्णम्. You're in mute.
Namaste. So tomorrow we'll ask Sri Prada Akka whether she wants to do or you want to come back to do it. Okay, whatever. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. And everybody says thank you and they all appreciate you very much. So they're blessings to you. You can stay if you want to, or you can leave if you have other things to do. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sabhayai Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Hiranyagarbhaya. So we'll do the Dhyana Shloka followed by the 15th verse today. Whoever wants to chant and whoever wants to follow, please come forward.
Dr. Ji, today we have Suresh Ji leading and Shruti will be following.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Suresh Ji.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start with the Dhyana Shlokam. Namas Savitre Jagate Kachakshushe Jagat Prasuti Stitinasha Hetave Trayi Mayaya Trigunatma Dharine Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane. And do we want the Dhyana Shloka also to be followed by Shruti Ji? Shruti Ji?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Namas Savitre Jagateka Chakshushe
Namas Savitre Jagadeka Chakshushe
Jagat Prasuti Stitinasha Hetave
Jagat Prasuti Stitinasha Hetave
Trayi Mayaya Trigunatma Dharine
Trayi Mayaya Trigunatma Dharine
Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane.
Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane.
Very nice. So,
15, right?
yes, 15th verse. Yeah. I'm sure you all are more comfortable with the verses now. Hopefully in next couple of days, we will get there. Those of you still have apprehension, please don't worry, you will get it. Yes, Suresh Ji, verse 15.
Nakshatragrata Taranam Adipo Vishwabhavanaha Tejasamapi Tejasvi Dvadashatman Namostute.
Let Shruti Ji follow you.
Yeah. Nakshatragrata Taranam.
Nakshatra Taranam.
Yeah, thank you. Nakshatra Grahataranam. Yeah. Adipo Vishwabhavanaha.
Adipo Vishwabhavanaha.
Tejasamapi Tejasvi.
Tejasamapi Tejasvi.
Dvadashatman Namostute.
Dvadashatman Namostute.
So from here onwards, you see the change, you see the tone, and you see the reverence with the Namaha. So Namaha, can you hear me okay? Yeah. So Namaha, Namaha is Namaskara. So Surya is Namaskara Priya. It is so said that Vishnu is Alankara Priya, Shiva is Abhisheka Priya, and Surya is Namaskara Priya, and Brahmana is Bhojana Priya. And someone, I have a nickname, Narada. Narada is Kalahapriya, so Kalahapriya. So some of my friends call me those. So Kalahapriya. So just he teases, but he teases for the best of the person who is teasing. So Surya Namaskara Priya. You see, Shodashokshara Puja is there. Puja Yasva Vivaswantam. Well, if you don't have time to do it, if you do not believe in the rituals, but only believe in the spiritual aspect of it, you should at least be thankful to what you are getting from sun. So for that, we have to say Namaste. Namaha te is Namaste. Namaha plus te. Namaha salutations, te to you. So Namaha, so one is Namaskara, so Vandanam. Namaskara means Vandanam, saluting. If you go into the deeper meaning, if you split it, na plus ma. So na ma. Na means nothing, ma is mine. Namaha, nothing is mine. Everything belongs to you. This body is not mine. These saptadhatus are not mine. So the saptadhatus are, we talked about the skin, tvak, mamsa, the muscle, meda, the fat, asti, the bone, majja, marrow, rakta, blood, and the secretions. So shown. So all these are not rasa. So these are not mine. They are panchabhuta, milita, tattvas, dhatus. And panchabhutas, we saw yesterday, Atmanaha, Akasha Sambhutaha, Akashat, Vayuhu, Vayo, Ragnihi, Agne, Rapaha, Adbhya Pruthivi, Pruthivyam, Oshadaya, Oshadebhyo, Annam, Annat. So Annat Bhavanti Bhutani. So all these. We see now our ancestry. So we should be thankful for what we have been given. And what we are enjoying, the light, the earth, the house, and the knowledge, everything is from him. So we are thankful to him. Namaha. Namaha. So we can actually, sun god is so easy to worship. Just look at him and then say, in your own mind, thank you. Then when you say thank you to sun god, you are actually thanking so many devatas, which we have enumerated. You can see sun as the god, as the solar power, or as the sun globe representing the supreme consciousness. Yeah. And that enlightening power and awakening power, which is the light within us. So three aspects. The light within us, Antarjyoti. The light we are seeing physically as the sun globe in the solar orb. And then the innate energy of sun and the cause of that solar energy, the primal cause of that solar energy. So three ways we are worshipping sun. Mitraya Namaha. We actually see him as Mitra, the friend of all. Mitrasya Chakshusha Samikshatam. We all should develop that habit. Mitraism, again, there's not much about it. It is in the 4th century in Rome. It was very powerful. They all used to meet, and then when the Roman power took over, they actually made sure that this Mithraism is subdued and extinguished. So we see some excavations about the Mithraism, people worshipping sun god. And there also, like Mahishasura is killed. So the Divya Shakti is killing the bull in us, the animal in us. So that Mithraism in the 4th century, Roman, Greek. And we also see this in Peru. We see this in Egypt, Israel, and others. So we see Aditya being worshipped by Native Americans as well. So he is seen as in any form, as the God, as the friend, as the physical energy, as the scientific source of the scientific minds, to stimulate the scientific mind, to run any experiments. Medicinally, photosynthesis, vitamin D, UV rays for psoriasis. And we do actually the phototherapy, you might have heard, the light therapy for babies when they have jaundice. That actually was first detected by a nurse, that the babies who are on the window side were getting less jaundiced, yellow, when compared to the babies who are on the other side. See what a beautiful observation. And there were actually doctors in Europe, in England, the nurse and doctor in the morning, that was the duty. Let's go to the sun. You know? So in the morning rounds included the sun salutation, or just saying hello to sun in the morning. So we can see him in any way. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. So now we have examples we talked about for each one, Sankirtanacharyas, and the one who listened to, like all of you, Parikshit Maharajas. Because of you, actually, I get energy, and he gives energy to me to share this knowledge with you. So Smaranam, remembering, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam like Hanuman, Sakhyam like Arjuna, Atmanivedanam like Meera Devi. So on and so forth, so many examples. So Namaha. So on a lighter note, Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, you see that Aarti? Tera Tujko Arpan. So all this is yours, and then I just surrender everything unto you. So like Marwadi, so he goes to this Vishnu and Lakshmi Mandir. So one night he says, Tera Tujko Arpan. And next day also, so Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Tera Tujko Arpan. Lakshmi Devi looks at Vishnu. Yesterday only he said he surrendered everything unto us. Then did he take something back from us or what? So he said, don't take him seriously, okay? So anyway, on a lighter sense. But every day we accrue both punya and papa. So we surrender everything unto him during Sandhya Samaya in the evening. And then we begin our activity during Sandhya Samaya in the morning. So Nakshatra Grahataranam Adhipaha. So this is all one word. Nakshatra Grahataranam Adhipo. Next one is Vishwabhavana. So Adhipaha. Adhipati means, Adhipaha means the one who presides and rules. Presides and rules. So the one who presides and rules. Adhipaha. So these nakshatra. Naksharate iti nakshatra. So nakshatra and tara both are stars. But Tara is only visible in the night. Nakshatra can be visible in the daytime too. So do you all know that sun is actually a nakshatra, not a planet? Scientifically, if you ask the kids, they'll tell you that it's nakshatra. So graha means grahanam. So they have some pull. So they have some pull. They have pull over us. And they are also pulled by the entire, the solar system, gravitational power, this mandali, we say, no? So then sun has particular, sapta sapti, we said, no? And then these seven rays, there are names for them. You don't have to remember, but just to tell that our rishis have studied it so much. And the names are like Sushumna Ray on the Chandrama. Sampadvasu, the group of Sampadvasu on Kuja, and the group of Vishwakarma rays on Buddha. So that Buddha. Then Soma, the Soma rays, if actually they fall on certain stones, they become gems, it seems. And these rays, Vishwakarma rays, if they fall on Buddha, the mental modifications actually turn towards good for us. Udavasu, Bruhaspati, Vidya and Bhoga and Moksha. Vishwavyachasu on Sukra, and the Sukra Kavena Musana Kavihi. So that the darshana, vision will come to us. Then Surata group on Shanigraha, Shanaishchara. Then Harikesha on Surya. This is, you see, there is there is a primal power from which these 7 rays come, and one of the rays falls on the sun that we are seeing, the sun who belongs to this earth. So there are so many, if you look at scientifically, there are thousands of suns. So that's why this Harikesha Yopavitine Namaha. So this Harikesha, this falls on our sun, the physical sun whom we are seeing. So that sun radiates and protects us. So nakshatra graha taranam adhipaha. Tara is the one only shines in the night. That's why the cine actors, actresses, they're called Tara, because they only look good in the night, you see, with all, so all that glitters is not gold. So, but Tara and Nakshatra and then Graha. So we have talked about that. Vishwabhavanaha, Vishwam Bhavayati. And his only motto, one agenda is to take care of this universe. Vishwabhavanaha, Vishwam Bhavayati. Like a mother. You see, for the mother, the only worry is actually not the husband, to tell you very frankly. Their sons and daughters, their actually progeny is the first thing that matters to the mother. That's why Shankaracharya says, there may be a bad son, but there can never be a bad mother. So Vishwa Bhavana. So Vishwam Bhavayati, like a mother, Matru Bhavana in son. Tejasamapi Tejasvi. So the one, the splendorous among all the splendors. So now, you see, we have seen that. So this Tejas, the supreme Tejas, we are now talking about. You see, all the confusion should dispel as we go into the deeper aspect of this. So we're talking about, so when we are worshipping Rama is Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma, but we are also worshipping that supreme Narayana in Rama. When we are looking at Krishna, we are also looking at the Gopi Krishna. We are also seeing as Partha, so Partha Krishna, but we are also seeing that Narayana in that Krishna. So in the same way, so now Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi. Jyotishamapi Tejasamapi Tejasvi. So Yada Dityagatam Tejaha Jagad Bhasayate Akhilam Yat Chandramasi Yachagno Tattejo Vidhimamakam. So that Tejas, which is in Sun God, O Arjuna, know that as my primal energy. This is Narayana speaking through Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So then another one, na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam, nehma vidyuto bhanti kutoya magnihi, tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. So that Shakti, which lights up all these lights. Because of that light, all these are lighted up, are lit up. So, natatra suryo bhati. When you compare that primal energy, because there are so many thousands of sun gods, you see. So, these thousands of suns in the universe, scientifically, if you look at, are lit up, are radiant because of that primal radiant energy. So, natatra suryo bhati. Na chandra tarakam, not this Chandra and Taraka. Nema vidyuto bhanti, not this electricity. Kutoya magnihi, wind, and what about fire? Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. All the lights follow that one primal light. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Because of that light, everything is lit up. So that is how. Then the same thing again in Bhagavad Gita, it is also said in a slightly different way. Na tad bhasayate suryo, na sashanko na pavakaha, yadgat. What is the next one? Yadgatva nivartante tadhama paramam mamam. So there, that primal energy we are talking about, that is the Hrudayam of Aditya. That is the essence of Aditya. That energy we are actually saluting. And yesterday we asked, O Sun God, just remove this layer of moha, so that I could see the real you within you. From Ishavasya Upanishad, we saw that yesterday. So Pushan. And then the mantra continues. That Hiranmayaya. So yesterday we saw this. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham tattvam poshanna pavruno satya dharmaya drishtaye. So that tera, that curtain, tvam apavruno, just remove it. Because of this golden hue of yours, Hiranmayena patrena, because of this Golden Globe awards are going on, I guess today. So because of your Golden Globe, I cannot see the essence in you, the Hrudayam of yours, Satyasya Mukham Apihitam. O Pushan, O Ekarshe, the unique one, the unique radiant one. Yama Surya Prajapatya Vyuha Rashmin Samoha Tejaha. You are Yama, you are Prajapati, you are all these. Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam Tatte Pashyami. Now I shall see that Hrudayam of yours. Tatte Pashyami. Te Rupam Aham Pashyami. Yosa Vasau Purushaha Sohamasmi. That Purushaha. Purusha is Pura Asit, the one who was there before. Purnatvat, Purayati, because of that light, we are lit up. That energy within us is because of the energy from there. So that Purusha, that Aditya, because of that Aditya, I am. So I am also Aditya. Suryosmi. So Ramana Maharshi one day, how the heat is in hot summer at 2 o'clock or so, he asked one of his devotees, let's go do a circumambulation of Arunachala. He says, it is so hot here. And then he says, just say Suryosmi and then come with me. So Suryosmi, this is a very powerful mantra. That Surya is me. Suryosmi. So Tejasamapi Tejasvi. Dwadashatman namostute. Dwadasha Adityas. So Aditya namaham Vishnuhu. Vibhuti Yoga. Of all 12 Adityas, Aham Vishnu, I am Vishnu. So there are 12 Adityas. Swami Chinmayananda says, if you don't remember all of them, just remember, think that there are 12 moods and 12 shades of sun god, because you can see from now on, or remember what you have seen. The sun in January is not the same as the sun in March. The sun in September is not the same as sun in December. So these are Dwadasha Adityas. So there are 2 other interpretations for this Dwadasha Aditya. So one we said, then in Purana we said, so these are 12 names. So there are actually masas, names, we all have forgotten, Chaitra, Vaishakha, Jyeshtha, Ashada, Shravana, Bhadrapada, Margashirsha, Ashvayuja, Kartika, Pushya, Magha, and Kratu and Phalguna. So Phalguna. So, when you are 60-year-old, when they do puja to all these years, because you have lived these 12 months, and then the 60 years, each year also has got its name, Shubhakrit, this name. So this is the cycle starts with Shubhakrit. So anyway, so there are 60 names for the years. So the sun for Chaitra Masa is Dhata, then Vaishakha Masa Aryama, then Mitra for Jyeshtha, Varuna, Indra, Vivaswan, Amshuman, Tvashta, Vishnu in Kartika Masa. You might have noticed in Kartika Masa, Vishnu Puja and Shiva Puja are done, and they're very auspicious. So Vishnu for Kartika, Bhaga for Pushya Masa, Pusha for Magha Masa, and Kratu for Phalguna Masa. That is one. Then another, these 12 things are within us. He enlightens these 12 things within us in 12 different ways. What are they? Karma, Jnana, Kha, Dashakam. 5 karmendriyas. What are those karmendriyas? 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 speaking tongue, then the reproductive and excretory organs. Then Jnana, 5 jnanendriyas, the skin, Tvak, Chakshu, eyes, Shrotra, ears, Jihva, the tongue which tastes, Grahana, the nose which smells. So Jnanendriyas. So Dashakam, these 10. Mana, the mind. So Manas, Manasu, Buddhi, Chitta, all these 3 are included in this Manas, Buddhi, Chitta. And then Jiva, the ego within us, the Jivatma. So these are 12. So Karma Jnana Kadashakam Manascha Jiva iti Vishvasargaya Dvadasha Adhayo Vicharati Sa Dvadasha Murtirastu Modaya. So what a beautiful interpretation, isn't it? So okay, next one. Let's go to the next one. You can chant this and then go to the next one.
Nakshatra Graha Taranam Adipo Vishwabhavanaha Tejasamapi Tejasvi Dvadashatman Namostute Namah Purvaya Giraye Paschimaya Namaha Jyotirghananam Pataye Dhinadipataye Namaha Namah Purvaya Giraye
Namah Purvaya Giraye
Paschimaya Namaha
Paschimayadraye Namaha
Jyotirghananam Pataye
Jyotirgananam Pataye
Dinadipataye Namaha.
Dinadipataye Namaha.
Yeah. When you say Namaha, you have to say the name in 4th case. Okay. So Sureshaha, Sureshaya Namaha. Yeah. So Shruti. So Shrutyai Namaha. So for feminine we say Shrutyai. Devyai Namaha for Devi. For Deva, Devaya Namaha. So now Pati becomes Pataye. So Giri becomes Giraye. So Namah Purvaya Giraye. Purva means the east. So salutations to the eastern mountains and salutations to western mountains. Paschimaya Adraye Namaha. So Paschimaya, Adri, Adraye. Adri. So Adri means Giri. So Giri, Parvata, Achala, so mountain. These are the names for the mountain. So Paschima, the western mountain. So here, you might have heard the story, Hanuman. Hanuman is the greatest disciple of Surya Bhagavan. Surya Bhagavan is the greatest disciple of Adi Narayana. So we saw that Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manurikshvakave Bravit. So that Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nastha Parantapa. But as it was passed on from generation to generation, some of it was lost. But now see, even after generations, these are not lost because they have been revived by Krishna. Then after Krishna, Vyasa Maharshi. After Vyasa Maharshi, so many gurus, the acharyas, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, and so on. So that's why Akshayam. So this is Akshayam. So it doesn't decline. So Hanuman, so sun god said it is very difficult because I'm so busy from morning till evening. You see me. And it is said in Puranas that I go so fast. But if you really look at it, it's the earth which moves, but sun also moves. So sun moves, but according to his own speed. But what it means is, so Hanuman actually put one foot on the eastern mountain and then the other foot on the western mountain and then learned from Lord Surya. So what actually it means is, it's my interpretation, you can take it or not. So what actually it means is you have to dedicate all day if you want to study seriously. Isn't it? So if you want, yadi vidyamichet tyajet sukham, yadi sukhamichet tyajet vidya. So this is what we should actually tell our kids. So in fact, we are all nocturnal people. You see, we don't study during the day. We study only in the night. But the Vedas have to be studied during the day only. And again, Ruk, Yajus, Sama. So Ruk in the morning, Yajus in the afternoon, then Sama in the evening. So that is how it has been disciplined. So Namah Purvaya Giraye, Paschimaya Adraye Namaha. So In some texts, you see, Paschime Giraye Namaha also. Paschime Giraye. That Giri, that mountain, which is in Paschima, in the west. So the western mountains now. So all the mountains here. So, whatever you want to talk about, so the mountains in Utah, the mountains in California, the mountains anywhere. So Montana and all that. So you can say that all these mountains here and the eastern mountains, Himalayan mountains. So you see Namaha in the beginning and Namaha in the end also. This is called Surya Namakam, like you see in Rudram also, Namakam. You see, Namah Shivaya cha, Namastithyaya cha, Kulyaya cha, Namah Paryaya cha, Varyaya cha. So that's how. Namah Shivaya cha, Shivataraya cha, Namah. So that goes on like that. Namaha, Namaha, Namo Jesthaya cha, Kanisthaya cha. Namah Purvajaya cha, Parajaya cha, Namo Madhyamaya cha, Pagalbhaya cha, Namo Jaganyaya cha Buddhi. So like that it goes on, Namaha, Namaha, Namaha. And here Namaha. So Jyotir Gananam Pataye Namaha. Now we talked about so many, solar orbits are there. So many Jyotir Ganas are there. And you are Pati of all these Jyotis. And we all are, each one of us is a Jyoti actually. Yeah. So Jyoti is actually, it's a masculine word, Jyoti Basu. I don't know whether you know, there was a minister from Calcutta, Jyoti Basu. So we have made it actually Jyoti as feminine. It's very popular feminine name, Jyoti actually. Jyotihi. Jyotir Gananam Pataye Namaha. Jyotihi. So Jyoti Antarjyoti. Jyotisham api Tajyotihi. So that Ekashloki, Shankaracharya says, we have talked about, some of you know it already, but look at this. The Guru Shishya Samvada goes like this beautifully in one shloka. This is a message of entire Antarjyoti. Jyotir Gananam Pataye Namaha. Because we are all Jyotir Ganas. We are all Jyotir Ganas. Each one of us has a Jyoti within us. So Kim Jyotihi Tava? The teacher asks, what is the light for you? Bhanuman Ahanime. In the daytime, of course, Bhanuman. We know Bhanuman. Bhanuhu, Bhaskaraha, Bhanuman, the one who has so much of Bha. So in the daytime, of course, sun, free of charge, no bill. We never get a bill. Bhanuman, anime. Then Ratrau, then that we know very well because we get the bill. Pradeepadikam, in the house, the bulb, the electric bulb, Pradeepadikam. In the olden days, so no pradeepa, so that the whatever the lamps, so they lit up with oil. Or there were students who were actually going home from Gurukula and then to fetch few things and then back to Gurukula. So if it was raining in the dark, they used to take a step in the mountain when there was lightning, it seems. Lightning, then take a step. Lightning, and then take a step. So that pradeepadikam. Then Syadevam. So be it. Ravi Deepa Darshana Vidhau Kim Jyotihi. How are you able to see that sun god and that these lamps and lights and bulbs? Kim Jyotihi. Ravi Deepa Darshana Vidhau Kim Jyotihi. Akhyahi me, tell me. The Guru asks. So me chakshuhu. My eyes see. Okay, that's good. Tasya nimilanadi samaye. When you close your eyes, you still feel that light within. The light outside, the light within, you still feel. So, tasya nimilanadi samaye kim dhiyo. So, dhihi, my intellect. I can perceive it through my intellect. Then dhiyo darshane kim. How can you say that you have the intellect and you see through that intellect? Oh, that is me. Tat aham, tatra aham. So that is me. And that me is nothing but Jyoti. Ataha bhavan paramakam jyotihi. Atha bhavan paramakam jyotihi. You are parama jyoti, param jyoti, antar jyoti, jyotisham api jyotihi. You are, he is the Jyotir Gananam Patihi. So I'll just read this again. It's easy to understand. You see, Kim Jyotistava Bhanumana Hanime Ratrau Pradeepadikam Syadevam Ravideepa Darshana Vidhau Kim Jyotihi Akhyahime Me Chakshuhu Tasya Nimilanadi Samaye Kim Dhihi Dhiyo Darshane Kim Tatraham Ataha Bhavan Paramakam Jyotihi. Tat tvam asi. Tattvam asi. That thou are. And now the Shishya says, Tadasmi Prabho. That I am. Soham asmi. Soham. Saha aham. So aham brahmasmi. Soham asmi. Suryosmi. So those are the mantras now we have to see. Dinadhipataye namaha. Divakaraha. Dinadhipata. He is the boss of the day. Okay. So at home there is another boss, but the boss of the day outside shining is sun god. Okay, he dare not say that he's the boss inside, but outside, sun god is the boss of the day. Dinadhipataye namaha. Next one, please.
Nama Purvaya Giraye Paschimayadraye Namaha Jyotirgananam Pataye Dinadhipataye Namaha Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya Haryashvaya Namo Namaha Namo Namah Sahasramsho Adityaya Namo Namaha Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya
Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya
Haryashvaya Namo Namaha
Haryashvaya Namo Namaha
Namo Namah Sahasramsho
Namo Namah Sahasramsho
Adityaya Namo Namaha.
Adityaya Namo Namaha.
The Namo Namaha continues. Namaha plus Namaha becomes Namo Namaha. So you're saying Namo Namaha, salutations, sir, salutations, sir. Jayaya, Jaya Bhadraya. Jayaha, in fourth case, Jayaya. Jaya Bhadraha, so in fourth case, Jaya Bhadraya. Hari Ashvaya. So Jayaya, Jaya is victory. We talked about Jayavaham in the first day. So Jaya, victory is what? Victory over our own Shatrus. We talked about the Shatrus. And then victory over our own fear, our own doubt, our own lack of self-confidence. Then Jaya means in life, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Sadhana. We talked about that also. So Jaya. And then Jaya, Mahabharata name is Jaya, you see. So when we talked about that Jaya because of the numerically, it says 18 because Ya is 1 in Ya Varga, Ya, Ra, La, Va. And then Ja, we talked about Ka, Kha, Ga, Kha, Cha, Cha, Ja. So that is eighth letter. Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nya, Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja. So that's how it becomes the 8th letter there. So 1 plus 8, so 18. 8 plus 1 is 9, the single most powerful number, Jaya. Jaya means victory. Now Jaya Bhadra. So what is the meaning of saying Jaya and Jaya Bhadra? You see now, today, I think tonight, the Golden State Warriors and Boston Celtics are playing. So one of them will win, if not today in the 7th game. So that is Jaya. But Jaya Bhadra is now, so that whatever record they set, it will be beaten up by someone next time. Roger Federer, was number 1. Now Nadal actually has beaten that. So that, let's say Sachin Tendulkar for now maybe Jaya Bhadra because his record is now hard to break for some time. So that victory, which is kept forever, that is one meaning. Second meaning of Jaya Bhadra is, Bhadra means Mangalam, Kalyanam, auspiciousness, Shivam, Shubham for everybody. When you win, when the country feels so proud, when the whole world feels so proud. See, when the nation got the freedom, when South Africa got freedom, we all were happy, you see. That is Jaya Bhadra. When India got freedom in 1947, everybody was happy, you see. That is Jaya Bhadra. Then another meaning, Jaya and Bhadra. Jaya is yoga. Yoga is getting something what you don't have. Yeah, yoga is so acquiring something which you do not have. Bhadra is kshema, procuring something what you have. Because in our life, we only worry about 2 things. Thinking that we may not get what we want to get, we worry. And thinking that what we already have, we may lose. So yoga kshema. That's why ananya chintayanto mam ye jana pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. So that Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya. What a beautiful meaning, isn't it? We salute him. Hari Ashwaya, we talked about Hari means green. Hari means all the quarters and directions and dishas. Ashwa means kiranas. Ashu Vyaptau kiranas. So his rays are everywhere. Then Namo Namaha Sahasramshaha. Sahasra means 1,000. Amsha means we talked about his sparks. We all are his amshas. All the devotees are his amshas. All great people are his amshas. Sahasra, so many. Yandaro Mahanubhavulu. Andariki Vandanamalu. Yandaro Mahanubhavulu. So many great people. All these are his amshas. Sahasramshaha. So Adityaya. Again, so Aditya, because here it is said Aditya. Aditya, for a reason it is said. It's not Surya Hrudaya. It is Aditya Hrudaya. So Aditya, Aditiputra is Aditya. But there's so many Aditiputras. All Devas are Aditiputra. Kaunteya. So Kaunteya, when we say Kaunteya, we immediately think of Arjuna only. Isn't it? And when we think of Raghava, there's so many Raghavas. After Raghu, there's so many. Dasharatha also was Raghava. Lakshmana is also Raghava. But so Marugela Rao or Raghava, when we say, we only think of Rama. So Aditya means we only think of sun because of his greatness. That's one. Second, we talked about Adau Asit, Adau Sthaha, the one who was there, Pura Asita. So that Purushaha Aditya. Third, Diti means doubt. Diti means dainyam. Pitiable situation is Diti. So Aditi means the state where there is no pity, no despondency, no depression. Diti means depression. So for those who are in depression, it is actually advised, even psychiatrists who know the power of Aadithya Hrudayam suggest to play Aadithya Hrudayam or to read Aadithya Hrudayam to come out of the depression. So Diti means depression. Aditi means non-depression. So Nirvedam, Anirvedam. Anirvedam Param Sukham. So Anirvedam. Anirvedam Shriyo Moolam. Anirvedam Param Sukham. Anirvedo hi Satatam Sarvarteshu Pravartakaha. So that Anirveda is this Aditi or Aditya. What a beautiful meaning, isn't it? So Aditya. So salutations to you. Salutations to you. Next. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Nama Ugraya Viraya Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Nama Padma Prabodhaya Martandaya Namo Namaha. Nama Ugraya Viraya
Nama Ugraya Viraya
Sarangaya Namo Namaha.
Sarangaya Namo Namaha.
Nama Padma Prabodhaya
Nama Padma Prabodhaya
Martandaya Namo Namaha.
Martandaya Namo Namaha.
Before that, I just cannot move without mentioning this. Jayaya Jaya Bhadraya. If you put both of them together, it is Vijaya. It's Vijaya. And then we know this Vijaya. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanuddharaha, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirma Mama. So wherever there is Krishna who is Yogeshwara, and wherever there is Arjuna Dhanurdhari, ready to act in fight. So there should be an action and vision. Vision without action, if you only have vision without action, it is daydreaming. And if you get into action without any vision, it is a nightmare. Action without vision is a nightmare. And vision without action is daydreaming. So that Jaya and Jaya Bhadra. So Vijaya. So Yogeshwara Krishna and Dhanurdhari Partha. Now next one is Nama Ugraya. Namaha, salutations to you. Ugraya. Ugraya means the ferocious one. The ferocious one, that is one meaning. Ugra Narasimha Swami, we say, no? Ugra Narasimha Swami. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham. Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. So this is Narasimha Avatar. It is, in fact, if you say this name around this time for us in Central Texas, so Sandhya Samayam, it is very powerful. Nama Ugraya. Salutations to you. But the another meaning of Ugra also, the same Narasimha Swami, he is the one who can uplift us. And Shankaracharya, see, he says, Lakshmi Narasimha Mamadehi Karavalambam. Lakshmi Narasimha Mamadehi. Give me a hand, oh Lakshmi Narasimha. Give me your hand. Give me your hand and then lift me up. So Ut Grasati. Ugra means Ut. Ut is up. Grasati, he brings us up. So Ut Grasati iti Ugraha. Utkrishta we say, no? So that Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jvalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyam. Because he is Ugra towards only one person, there Hiranyakashipu. But that Ugra actually, for Prahlada, he was not afraid of at all. And actually Vishnudev said, are you really not scared? He says, no, I'm not scared. I'm actually scared about this Bhavasagara. I'm not scared of you. Your form is so pleasing to me. So that is how. So Ugraya, Nama Ugraya. Viraya is valiant. But Vira means Vividham Rati, the one who shines in many different ways. You see, I mean, you are never tired of looking at sunrise and sunset. You see, a beautiful, many colors. So Viraya, Vividham Rati. Sarangaya is Saram Gachati. So Saram Gamayati. He actually will take us to that Sara. And Sara is what? Sara in Telugu is spirit, you see. So some say that, we say, oh, there is a spiritual session. And then some say there is spiritual session. So Sara means essence. Samsaram means samsarati actually. But there is samsaram in this for Gruhasthas. There is samsaram. But saram means Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. The Veda Saram is Pranava. That Omkara is Prana, is Saram. So Saram Gachati. So that Omkara. So that Om, the name of the nameless, the form of the formless, the sound of the silence pervading all this universe. The sound that is virtuous, the sound that's harmonious, the sound that's precious, the sound that is auspicious. The sound that is self-illumining, the sound that is ever-inspiring, the sound that is energizing, and the sound that is enlightening. Remember we said yesterday, Ruyate, Stuyate, the one who makes the sound, Omiti. Then the chariot, so this sound, the root of our meditation, the route of our meditation, the seat of our meditation, and the very heart of our meditation. Aadithya Hrudayam, Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Saranga, the one who goes swiftly also. Saranga is a bird's name also. But Saranga here, Saram Gachati, Saram Gamayati. The one who knows the meaning of Vedas. Because we saw that Ruksama Yajurevacha. So Ruksama Yajurevacha. So the next meaning is Sarangaya Namo Namaha. Namah Padma Prabodhaya. Padma Prabodha. Padma means lotus. So the lotus, we see that, we have seen it. And if not, please get an opportunity to look at the lotus actually blooming when the sun comes. The night lotus blooms when moon comes. The day lotus we're talking about. So that is one physically. But spiritually, so philosophically, the lotus is our chakras, the padmas. So the Padma, Sahasrara Padma. So that is enlightened. The lotus, Padma, is our Hrudaya Padma. Hrut Padma, we say, no? So Hrut Pundarekam. So Hrut Padmam. So that Padma is universe also. So Brahmaji sits on that, the creator. So Padma. And then that Padma is actually the seat of all Dhanam also. And Dhanam is Ashtalakshmi. So different kinds of Dhanam. So Padma Prabodhaya. We talked about the awakener of this Padmam. So the awakener of this Padma. Padma Prabodhaya. Martandaya, we say Martanda or Martanda. Martandam. We talked Mrutam Andam Janayati. The one who enlivens the Anda, the egg or the bija, which is that after Pralaya, then another Srishti comes. That is one meaning. Second meaning is Nitya Pralayam. We just go to sleep like log, So then we wake up. So that is Padma Prabodhaya and Martandaya. But some actually replace that Martanda with Prachandaya. So Namah Padma Prabodhaya, Prachandaya, Namo Namah. Prachanda. Chanda is the one who is ruthless, the one who is very ferocious to the ones who do harm to this world. So that's Prachandaya. Prakristena Chanda. Prakristena Chanda. So Prachandaya Namo Namaha. We go to the next one.
Brahmeshana Chuteshaya Suryaya Adityavarchase Baswate Sarva Bhakshaya Raudraya Vapushe Namaha. Brahmeshana Chuteshaya
Brahmeshanachuteshaya
Suryaya Adityavarchase
Suryadityavarchase
Baswate Sarva Bhakshaya
Bhaswate Sarvabhakshaya
Raudraya Vapushe Namaha.
Raudraya Vapushe Namaha.
So the real salutation is actually, it is said, if you can wake up every day and then see the sunrise. So that, in fact, Ramayana, which is Veda is Ramayana. So Veda Prachedasat Asit Sakshat Ramayanatmana Veda Vedye Pare Pumsi Jate Dasharathatmaje. Vedaha Prachetasat. Prachetasa is Valmiki. Prachetasan. Prachet Asit Sakshat Ramayanatmana. So Veda came as Ramayana. And this Veda actually awakens us. The Suprabhatam, most of you might have heard Venkateshwara Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narashardula Kartavyam Daivamannikam. This actually is a shloka which Vishwamitra recites to awaken Rama. Kartavyam Daivamannikam. So when actually Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana to take care of his yaga, and that's where actually he kills Subahu, Tataki, and then Maricha is shot away. So that's the Suprabhata, Nama Padma Prabodhaya, and then Brahma Ishana Achyuta Ishaya. See that this beautiful word. This name should tell us that we're talking about Hrudayam of Aditya, not just mere Aditya, Aditya Hrudayam. So Aditya Hrudayam is Ishaya, the Lord of Brahma, Achyuta, Ishana. Brahma, Brahmaji. Achyuta, Vishnu. Ishana here is Shiva. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shivatmakamaya. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shivatmakam. Brahma, Vishnu, Shivatmakam. Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane. So Brahma Ishana becomes Brahmeshana. Brahmeshana plus Achyuta becomes Brahmeshana Achyuta. Brahmeshana Achyuta plus Ishaya becomes Brahmeshana Achyuteshaya. So Isha comes twice. So that Isha means Lord. So Isha means Shankara also. So Ishvara, the Lord of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. So here Achyuta, Brahma, Bruhatvat we talked about. Ishana, Ishitvat, because he has that power. So during the Pralaya Samaya, he has all the power to dissolve. Then Achyuta. Achyuta means falling down. Okay. So Yasya Chutam Nasti. For whom there is no falling down, period. Did you ever see sun falling down? You may have seen a Tara here and there falling down. So, or that Achyuta, that Narayana, that Mahavishnu, no Chutam. Yasya Chutam Nasti. Second is Yena Chutam Nasti. By whom there is no Chutam for us. If we take shelter in him, we don't have fall down. We never fail, we never fall. And Yena Kena api, Yada Kada api. Because Jayabhadra. So never and by anyone also. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, you see Achyuta 3 times. In Vishnu Sahasrama 2 times. Achyuta, Prathita, Prana. So like that you see. And then in Bhagavad Gita, Sena Yorubhayor Madhye Ratham Sthapaya Mechyuta. Then in 11th chapter also you see Achyuta, where he says that I have in loneness, and when you are alone, I actually might have insulted you. So, eko tavapyachyuta, ekaha athava api achyuta, eko tavapyachyuta tatsamaksham takshamaye. Then lastly, nasto mohasmritir labdha tat prasadat maya achyuta. You see the meanings, how they have changed? So, achyuta, so that achyuta. So, is there in Aadithya Hrudayam. Then Suryaya, we talked about. So, Sarvani Bhutani Sve Sve Karmani or Vyapareshu Surayati Prerayati. The one who inspires, invokes, and propels everybody in their own respective work, profession, vocation. So that's Surya. Aditya Vachase. Aditya. We're talking about Aditya and Aditya Vachase. You know, you are looking at Aishwarya Rai and saying that you look like Aishwarya Rai. Okay, you have the Vachas of Aditya. But this Aditya Vachas in every one of us. You see the beauty, a newborn baby. Such a Vachas, you see. You see a young child, playful, so playing around. So that Vachas. You see, young boy and young girl, that Vachas. You see a pregnant woman, Aditya Vachas. That Chaitanya. Sarva Chaitanya Rupam Tam. Adyam Vidyam Cha Dhimahi. Buddhim Yana Prachodayat. So that Sarva Chaitanya Rupa is Aditya Vachas. Bhasvate. So that Bha is Prakasha. Prakasha along with Jnana is Bha. So that's why we are called Bharatiyas. So Sarvabhakshaya, the devourer of everything. You see, daily we see so much is lost. So many are dying. On the road, you see so many deer and other animals dying. All that is gone by the heat and fire and light. So that Sarvabhaksha. And Krishna also says, Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddha lokan samahartumiya pravruddha rute pitvam na bhavishyanti sarve. So that Sarvabhaksha, devours of everyone. So that Brahma, Vishnu, Shivatmaka. We saw that creation, sustenance, and dissolution. Raudraya Vapushi. So now you are taking the form of Raudra. Raudra is Rudra. Rudra means Pralayakale Rudra. That is one meaning. Rudram, are we talking about this ferocious, the one who annihilates? So we are praying to him. No doubt. So he annihilates, he dissolves, he destroys. But dissolution is the right word. We talked about Panchakritya, 5 things. After dissolving, with his eternal grace, he brings us back again. So Srishtikatri, Brahmarupa, Goptri, Govindarupini, Samharini, Rudrarupa, Tirodhanakari, Ishwari, Sadasiva, Anugrahada. So Panchakritya Parayana. But Rudram means, one is Rodayati Pralayakale. But Rudam, Rutta, Dravayati. Rudam means Dukkham. Rud means Rogam. So Rogam Dravayati. So we talked about Tvachidosha, Drushidosha, Hrudidosha, and Sarvendriya, Akhilendriya Jadosha. All these sun actually destroys. So that's how it is. Raudraya Vapushe Namaha. We'll go to the next one.
Tamognaya Himagnaya Shatrugnaya Mitatmane Kritagnagnaya Devaya Jyotisham Pataye Namaha. Tamognaya Himagnaya Shatrugnaya Mitatmane Kritagnagnaya Devaya Jyotisham Pataye Namaha.
Tamognaya, the one who destroys the tamas. Tamas, we have Nidralasya Pramadotham Tamasya Etani Jayante. So Nidra, Alasya Pramada. Pramadalasya nidrabhihi tannibadhnati bharata. Tamasyetani jayante. What? Nidra, alasyam, and pramada. Nidra is sleeping. We know that, and we sometimes on Sunday, particularly on Sunday, sleeping until 10 o'clock. And the kids, all this summer, nidra. Alasyam, procrastination. Some of us are known for that, including me. And then me, you might have seen my weakness. I start on time, but never end on time. So alasyam, delay, alasyam. Pramada, lack of alertness. So that tamognaya. Himagnaya, we talked about when we are frozen or the snow. So when we get cold feet, himagnaya. Shatrugna, we talked about sarva shatru vinashanam. Shatrugna, there is Shatrugna Sinha, so that Shatrugna is there in Ramayana also. We used to call him Shotgun Sinha, Shatrugna Sinha, Shotgun Sinha. So Shatrugnaya, Amita Atmane. So Atma means all pervades, Atti. So, and then all devour. So this is Atma. All pervading is Atma. Amita Atmane, because there is no end. No end. We see, we actually in Dhyana Shlokas, Yasyantam na vidussura suragana devaya tasmai namaha. Nadya, na antam, na madhyam, na adi. Yeah? So that adyantarahita. So that Amitatmane. Krutagnagnaya. So Krutagnya means remembering what is being done to you. Krutagnya. Krutagna means forgetting what has been done to you, what good has been done to you. Rama's great character is, if 99 bad things are done to him, but at least one good thing has been done to him, he would remember that one thing. Kritagnyascha, dharmagnyascha, Dhutiman, Dhrutiman, Kirtiman. So that Rama, so Kritagnya. But we are all Kritagnas, you see. Kritagnas, we forgot. So much has been done to us by Sun God, by Panchabhutas, by that Lord. Everything has been given to us by him. But evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati hayaha aghayurindriya ramo mogham parthasa jivati. We forgot. We destroyed so many forests. Deforestation. We don't have rains. We have done so much damage. Krutagnas. We are all Krutagnas. Then, ye pachanti atmakaranat stena evasa. We are like thieves because we actually are egocentric, self-centric. But we are not ecocentric. So that he reminds us, Krutagnagnaya. So he destroys that Krutagna nature in us. If you salute to him, so we salute to all our ancestors, all these Panchabhutas, all Bhumi, and all nature. So all this. So Krutagnagnaya. Then Devaya, Jyotanat Deva. Because of that Prakasha is Deva. Jyotisham Pataye Nama. We talked about. So Jyotisham api tad Jyotihi. Jyotirgananam Pataye. So that we have talked about. So because when it first came, I told all the three different meanings, the physical meaning, the spiritual meaning, and also the Antarjyoti. So all this. So now we'll go to the next one. Can we do this?
Taptachami karabhaya brahmane brahmaye vishvakarmane namastamo binignaya ruchaye lokasakshine. Taptachami karabhaya
karabhaya
brahmaye vishvakarmane brahmane vishvakarmane namastamo binignaya ruchaye lokasakshine.
Taptachameka Rabhaya. Taptachameka Rabhaya means the one who shines like the pure melting gold. Yeah, pure melting gold. It's an old movie, but if you have not seen, please see McKenna's Gold. So you'll see that sun shining on that golden mountains. So that tapta chamilka rabhaya. Vahnaye or Brahmane or Haraye. So you can see all three. So Vahnaye. Vahni means Agni. So Brahma has come before only, Hari has come, Vishnu. So Harir Harati Papani, Haraye, the one who takes away all our deficiencies, papas. Haraye, in some texts you see Haraye, Brahmane, Vahnaye. So all these three. So Harihi, he steals. Hari means stealer, thief, chor. So Harir Harati Papani, he takes away all our deficiencies, mistakes, errors. We talked about errors of commission, errors of omission. Tustachitta is mutairapi, because it is his nature to steal all these papas from us. Because anichannapi samsprushtaha dahatyevahi pavaka. Even if you don't want, if you say Hari, that's he takes away this. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. If you say that, he'll just take away our deficiencies. Then similarly, Agni also, even if you don't intend to touch, but if you touch by mistake, it definitely burns. You can't say, so sorry, I didn't mean to touch you. Okay, so that one. Vishwakarma is architect of this universe. There is a beautiful song actually in Hindi. Ek kaun chitrakar hai. It's a beautiful old movie. I don't remember the movie. So it talks about that master architect. I know I'm going beyond the time. Give me just a few more minutes, and then we should wind up. So this master architect of all this, master artist of this universe, drawing on countless planes of canvas, filling with colors of rainbow across, dark and light, black and white, everything so very right, painting the picture perfect, devoid of any defect, the master architect. To him I salute, Vishwakarmane. Sky-rising peaks, majestic mountains, celestial gardens, serpentine valleys, sand dunes, pretty blue lagoons, shining stars and silvery clouds, lush green grass and flowers of all colors, spread all over like silken carpet in a golden palace, a picture perfect, devoid of any defect, beauty of the masterpiece. And the blissful experience, the magnum opus, this universe, the colorful and beautiful, filled with purity, serenity, vanity, and variety, dignity, divinity, veracity, and diversity. Behold the blissful experience. Imbibe any of these attributes, invoke him and salute him. So this is Vishwakarma, Chitrakar, ye kaun chitrakar hai. Vishwakarmane salute. So namaha, tamaha abhinignaya. So tamas, nidra, alasya, pramada. So that's why wherever tamas comes, we have to take one of these or all of these, all the above. So ruchaye, ruchi means kanti. So that special kanti. The ruchi is that shining power, which comes, you might have seen these great teachers. There is that special spark in them, which is because of their tapas, because of their dedication, irrespective of their age. You see that shine in their face. So ruchi. Lokasakshi, he is the witness of all. Katir bharta prabhu sakshi, nivasas sharanam suratam. It is so said that there are 14 sakshis. Who are they? Surya, Agni, Kham, Akasha, Marut, Vayu, Somaha, Chandra, Sandhya, the 3 Sandhyas, then day, Disha, the directions, then Kam, water, then Kuhu, this Prithvi, then Dharma, and then Atma, your own inner self. So it's said in very different ways in Bhagavatam and then other places. Aditya, Chandra, Anila, Anala, Dyau, Bhumi, Apaha, Hrudayam, Yamascha, Yama also. And then Hrudayam, your own heart. You know it if no one knows. Then Ahascha, Ratrischa, Ubhecha, Sandhye, Dharmopi Janati, Narasya Vrittam. So these are Sakshi. So this is Lokasakshi, Lokachakshu. So Namasavitre Jagadeka Chakshushe. So that's where we started, and that's where we'll end today.